nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Damn. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry, blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad kid, pull up with you bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she into me. She say she loving all that big priest energy. Don't remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming ISUPK, fuck the enemy. Oh, hey, this that one Westworld shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you tripping, homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clip. Cloud vision, let's get shit clear. I ain't even fuck around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah. And I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resentful, I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch, you one body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want your body, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make a soft fast, I guess that's why you soft with your soft bag. Hood nigga that can outclass, bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talking to me like that? Valuable lesson, before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correct. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business, brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, try to step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, try to step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the UPK, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the win. When niggas saying he was down, when really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for you, when really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit. Hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be bothered. But when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas is a sure way to eat. I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah. Oh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion, boy, it's a standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah. Either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look. And if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West. Lost tribe.
Any man and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved and you could never prevail. Hey, with a true shit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know 2 things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doc. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to grab, 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 go to grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab. It's all about that grab, take grab, take grab. My soldiers take grab till I'm stand down. Take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab till I'm stand down.
All right. Clap it up, clap it up. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, established since 1969. We are the priests and prophets of the Lord, teaching the truth according to our historical records found in the Bible. We teach that Blacks, Latinos, and First Nation people are part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the scattered sheep of the nation of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any other Christian group or any other Muslim group or any other group, period. ISUPK stands alone under Commanding General Yohana. My name is Priest and Officer Ayaz Aab. I'm going to hold it down until Officer 5000 Abraham and Officer 5000 Lahab gets here. I wanted to go into some top scriptures real quick before my Admonium them get here. You know, I wanna go into a topic that, you know, a lot of us we tend to shy away from, you know, because we've been so brainwashed in this society and this system to, you know what I mean, love the oppressor and think that the oppressor is the best thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? Now, when we look into our records, into the scriptures, into the Bible, which was given to us by the Most High and all the prophets, we see a different story painted, the narrative, you know, because the way America is right now, the world is right now, the Caribbean, everywhere, run by so-called oppressors, they think that they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, get out of power. They do know they're gonna get out of power, but they push the agenda that they're gonna be there forever. You know what I mean? Like they have no remorse or fear that they will be dethroned from all the power that they have. I want to go into some scriptures and just give my people, Blacks, Latinos, and First Nation people, a little bit of comfort through the scriptures. You know what I mean? To let you know that all the oppression that we've been facing for all these years by the hands of these oppressors, it's about to come to an end. It is coming to an end in short time. You know what I mean? And the Lord is going to bring that end to, you know what I mean, the reign of the oppressor. I'm going to jump first into the book of Revelation chapter 18, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. So this is Revelations 18 and 1, and this is talking about an angel coming down with great power, you know what I mean, and lightening up the entire earth, you know what I mean, with the power that he has. Let's see what else this angel says. This is the book of Revelations 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. This is the angel crying out mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils. You see that? America is Babylon the great. America is considered Babylon. America is considered the world's superpower, just like Babylon was, just like ancient Egypt was. They pattern everything that they do on ancient Egypt. Um, how to say it? Ancient Egypt is the blueprint for how they established their oppression and slavery of our people. Also ancient Babylon. And what the angel is saying? He's saying Babylon the great is falling. He's saying America is falling. This is a prophecy of what is going to happen to white society, white America. You know what I mean? Babylon the great is falling, and become the habitation of devils. The angel is calling America a place of devils. What do we call the oppressor? We say the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. It's right here. He's a devil. He's a deceiver. He's a liar. He's our adversary. You know what I mean? According to the scriptures and according to what has been written for us to absorb in these days. Let's keep going. And the hold of every foul spirit. America is the hold of every foul spirit. America is a place where you can come and do whatever type of evil you want to do and live happily. You could become a homosexual. You could be a pedophile. You could be SA. You know what I mean? You could sleep with your pets if you want to. You know, inside of America, and it will be fine because there are laws governing those evil acts that man do. And where do we get that from? We get that from these devils who live in Babylon the Great, which is America. I'm gonna keep reading. It's become, this is the book of Revelations 18, and I'm gonna start verse 2 again from the top. And he cried he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. This is just a metaphor of how evil America is and how the people who govern and run America are. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no way you're gonna put your foot on somebody's neck, you know, for 8.5 minutes, almost 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it, just exaggerate a little bit. You on somebody's neck for 10 minutes, and then, you know what I mean, you get 10 years. You know, you get 10 years. But a brother who is hungry and who is starving and who is oppressed might shoplift a sneaker bar. I'm not advocating for nobody stealing nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, look at the difference. He steals a sneaker bar and he gets 35 to life for a sneaker bar. There was this brother back in the early 80s, I think, or early 90s. The early 80s, late 80s. He stole $50 and he got life. 40 years to life for stealing $50. But then somebody could chase you down the street, you know what I mean, and shoot you for no reason, like Ahmaud Arbery, you know. Somebody could just walk into your house and murder you for no reason, and they go scot-free, or the time that they get is nowhere close to the crime that they did. And I'm saying that to say this is the foul spirit, the unclean bird, the cage with all the uncleanliness is America. This is where it has been perpetuated. This is where a lot of us think that is the land of the brave and the proud and the free and all. It's not free. Not for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans or First Nation people, because we've been taught a lie. You know what I mean? And this should give us a little bit of relief, because Babylon the Great is falling. You You know what I mean? America going to be destroyed by the hands of the Most High for the evil that has been done to our people. We built America with our bare hands, our ancestors. You know what I mean? And nobody talks about it, because if you do talk about it, oh, you got to forget about it. You don't worry about it. But every 9/11, they want to celebrate 9/11. You know what I mean? Every Memorial Day, they want to go put flowers for the dead loved ones and whatever the case may be. But we got to forget about what we got going on. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep reading. Revelations 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of a fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth were waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Now, what is this talking about? This is talking about all the other nations that have so-called business with America. All these other nations that come inside of America, and guess in which neighborhood they come and suck us dry. They put the Chinese in our neighborhood. They put the Arabs in our neighborhood. They put these stinking, nasty Africans in our neighborhood. They own the gas stations. They own the chicken spots. You know what I mean? The little bodegas and so on, the smoke shops in our neighborhoods. You don't see that in white neighborhoods. They have committed fornication with America, meaning they lay in bed with America. They agree to us being destroyed by the policies that America said. In the book of Daniel, it talks about by their policies, they shall allow evil and craft to prosper. You know what I mean? We try to go get loans to do business, and we can't, because we the ones they hate. We're the ones hated the most. But these other nations can come, you know what I'm saying? They have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's a serious situation that we are in. But the only way for us to come out of that situation and understand the dynamics of how the future going to play out for these oppressors and for us is for us to come in class. We got to come to class, man. We got to come to class and have real priest and prophet open up this Bible and teach our people what they need to know in this time, quickly, because we have but a short time left. You know what I mean? We don't have much time left. I'm gonna take a shot. Strong drink is raging. See, wine is a mocker. Well, I'm mocking these oppressors because I know what the future is going to be like when the Lord returns. This is Revelations 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." See that? The Lord is telling our people to come out of America, not physically walk out or take a plane or a boat. It's talking about spiritually. Come out of America. I know a lot of our people just celebrated Christmas and seriously, literally just celebrated New Year's. You know what I mean? I heard a lot of pew-pews go off. You know what I mean? And Silaki, hold on, brothers. Silaki for that, brothers and sisters. My other one is here, a priest of an officer of 5,000, Abraham Yahweh. So I'm gonna just continue until you're ready to take the class. So, and it says, Revelations 18 and 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins." Like, for example, the sins that I was talking about, you know, the homosexuality, the eating of unlawful foods, you know what I mean? Like pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, beer. Who eats beer, man? Chitlins, all of that stuff. Like, good night. The law of God for our people, our constitution told us not to eat that. You know what I mean? And it's saying, do not partake in their sins, because America will glorify everything that's wicked, because it's run by a bunch of wicked people, immoral people. How can you go to immoral people for morality? That don't make no sense. You ready, sir? And I pass the class over to prison officer 5,000 Abraham Howder.
I ain't right. I come bearing gifts, brother.
Christ.
Ain't no you had something to drink today. Yeah, you just move the chair right here.
See like sir?
Right here.
Put my chair over there.
Yeah, come right there. And if you can hand me my bag right there. Wow. Okay.
Put a
Yeah, so,
put a new television up there.
oh, I was looking to wow.
It was better than the other one. You know what I mean?
Come.
And fix the speaker too.
Fix it. Great. Hey, clap it up, man. Clap it up. The water for Ayazaha holding it down till like, you know what I'm saying, till I got here. Where was you at, brother?
I was in Revelations. I was going over the future of the oppressor, because a lot of times we tend to glorify the oppressor and think that his reign is never going to come to an end. So I was bringing it out in Revelations chapter 18, from 1 to 5.
Okay.
I was at verse 4. Salaki.
Okay. So start at the verse where you left off. We pick up right where you left off.
Okay, Kanad one can. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18. I'm gonna go to 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All nations, right on point, right where that got to be the Most High. All these nations have drank upon what?
The wrath of the wine of her fornication.
The wrath of the wine of her fornication. Talking about the so-called oppressor.
Right.
You understand? The oppressor under his, you know, the number one, supposed to be the number one superpower of the world, America, you understand, has gotten all the nations to partake in all the iniquity, man.
That's right.
You understand? Now, certainly, I was going to ask a question when I came to the class. Certainly not this celebration of this so-called New Year is enrooted in the oppressor's idol worship. Surely not. Surely not, Ayazaha.
I don't know.
Surely not. Surely not. You know, when I came into the truth, I thought that when I was learning that all these holidays had some pagan background and some worship of some idol, I thought surely the New Year, the days that we follow, surely that New Year didn't have anything to do with idol worship,
right?
With so-called making the ball drop, counting it down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Every movie and flick app like Hulu and Netflix and Stars, all of them have posted looking back at year 2025 right. And everything that's happened. Surely that didn't have anything to do with idol worship, but lo and behold, I found out in the truth under Commander General Yohana, the ISUPK, that surely January the 1st and celebrating the new year has absolutely everything to do with idol worship, right? Man. All a part of the oppressor's iniquity, and it's celebrating the god Janus, and we're gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and have the brother read what the god Janus was about, and it's about idol worship, man.
Right.
All of these nations, you got, and this is what's shocking to me. we just America just celebrated Christmas a couple last week or whatever, right?
Right.
You have people that when you look at their history never knew about a damn Christmas, man. Never knew about a tree and decorating it. You got and what comes to mind is the Asian culture. The Asian culture celebrates Christmas. They're over there, samurai swording and being ninjas.
Right.
What the hell they got to do with a white man coming down your chimney giving you gifts? The so-called Asians didn't know nothing about no Christmas, man.
That's right.
The so-called Africans didn't know nothing about no Christmas, especially those Polynesians and those Hawaiians and those little tribes like that. They never knew anything about no Christmas. But as soon as the oppressor comes and conquers the earth, you got Asian people saying Merry Christmas, African people saying Merry Christmas. You got Hawaiians, Polynesians, all these kind of people that never had this as a part of their culture.
Right.
Saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Right.
You understand? Because all these nations are partaking her iniquity, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3 from the top. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
The kings of the earth. What does it mean by saying kings of the earth? The kings of the earth meaning the rulers of these different nations, man.
Right.
The emperor of China and they don't have presidents over there.
Right.
They have emperors and rulers, but now ever since the Western world has their fingerprint on the Asian world, now they have a parliament.
Right.
Now they have a cabinet of people, just like the so-called president of the United States has the House of Representatives and the Senate. Right. They have people to represent the word of the people now over there in China and in Asia, man. When they normally would have just the emperor, he's sitting with that big old funny hat on and that funny robe, and it's like a flat little tablet thing that he when he decrees something, he throw it in the middle of the floor, and that's the rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more. Now the emperor only serves as a symbol. It's a symbol of what their old society used to be.
Right.
And now they've adopted voting and democratic processes in their culture now.
Right.
To rule over, to govern over their society. You understand? Keep going.
Khan. Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3 at the end. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies.
They wax rich through the abundance of her delicacies, and that's literal in the sense that, you know what I'm saying. This oppressor, they take what's meant for disgusting things like shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Like, they take those things and make them delicacies, man. You understand? They taking prawns and make them delicacies when shrimp are used by the Most High to clean the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Crab and lobsters, they're the garbage disposals of the sea, man, of the oceans. The so-called the hog and the swine is the garbage disposal that the Most High put on the land to keep the land from being polluted.
Right.
You understand? To clean up all the trash. They said back in old world Europe, when they had a bunch of trash on the street, they would bring a herd of pigs and just let them loose, and the pigs would clean the whole street, eat all the trash. And I was raised on a farm, y'all, and a hog can digest anything. A hog can digest plastic, brother.
What?
Break down plastic. A hog can digest anything, any waste that you come across on this earth. A pig can digest it, man. That goes to show you how magnificent the Most High is, where a hog can digest, man-made materials that man makes, that the earth can't digest and break down. Do you know that when compost breaks down in the earth, it gets hot?
Yes, it does.
It gets hot. You understand? I didn't know that until I worked for a trash company. But anyway, the hog digests everything. That's the garbage disposal of the land, and this earth has waxing rich off of those delicacies and made those things that are meant for iniquity and meant for shalom, meant for to be unclean vessels. They're taking that and made it delicacy.
Right.
Man. Go ahead.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, and ye be not partakers of her sins."
Come out of her, man. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we should come out of this place. How do you come out of this place? Number one, you don't say Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Right.
You understand? I had a family member contact me today to debate. He said he didn't want to debate. He said I called just ask a question. I don't want to debate. Well, it's a goddamn lie. You understand? So he starts off by saying, "Happy New Year. I don't know if you celebrate it or not." He said, "Well, it's just another day to me. I don't celebrate it." I said, "Well, brother, if you don't celebrate New Year's, why would you say Happy New Year? Because you celebrate it. You liar, you hypocrite." But you know what I'm saying? Like these Christians, man, to say they follow the Bible and to say that Christ and the Lord is the center of their life and all of that mumbo jumbo that they talk about and they preach. It's just to be hypocritical, because all of them celebrate Christmas. All of them celebrate the New Year.
Right.
Every Christian, every church just had that watch night service.
Right.
When people don't even know where that watch night service come from. You know what I'm saying? It came from back during slavery period, where Abraham Lincoln was to sign that Emancipation Proclamation to abolish slavery, and he was supposed to sign it at midnight on January the 1st. So they was watching and praying and making sure that thing was signed, and that's where the watch night service come from, because they was gathering in those churches. You got something to say?
So if I may, like they was in great anticipation of the document being signed,
right?
So that's why they were, looking over to make sure that we wait. So
waiting and praying, right?
That's
the watching, right?
Can.
Keep going.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4 in the middle. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and ye receive not of her plagues.
And receive not of her plagues, man. You understand? The point of this passage of scripture is to remind us that if we come out of them, if we come out of the oppressor's customs and this place that's full of iniquity and that gets fat off of the iniquity of the oppressor, and that makes those unclean things delicacies, if we come out of that, then we won't suffer the same punishment as these people that go against the Most High. Okay, that these people that go against the Most High, these people that break the laws of God, you understand? We won't suffer those same consequences.
Right.
We won't suffer those same punishments. You understand?
Right.
And it's real important, because we as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't get taught by the Christian church that a lot of things that we suffer that are tragedies in our communities is solely hooked to us. It's solely hooked to us not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's totally linked to us partaking in the iniquity of these other nations, man.
Right.
We have to stop this. We have to stop this, and it says so right in the scriptures. So keep going.
Revelations 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, And the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
The Most High is remembering the iniquity of all these other nations, especially the so-called white man.
Right.
You understand? The iniquities that have been committed, the crimes that's been committed against the Lord's chosen people, man.
Right.
Against blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. The Lord hasn't forgotten. What kind of just God would you say you serve if the Lord wasn't going to punish those people responsible for our captivity,
That's
for
right.
our oppression, for our murder, for our unaliving? What kind of just God would that be? You understand? Go ahead.
Come. So like I said, I got the Janus.
Go ahead, read it.
Janus is an ancient Roman god of beginnings.
Of what?
Of beginnings.
An ancient Roman god of beginnings. And that and right now, the day marked the beginning, so-called beginning of the new year.
Right.
It's 2026. It's the first day. It's your New Year's resolutions and watching the ball drop. It's the brand new first day of the brand new year. You understand? That was the same thing that the Romans did. You understand? Because this god Janus is a Roman god. Go ahead.
God. Traditions, time, and endings, and is unique to Roman mythology.
And linked to Roman mythology, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Let's go over here. He is typically depicted with two faces, one looking to the back, one looking to the past, and the other looking to the future, symbolizing his dominion over doorways, gates, and all forms of duality.
Hey, look, you understand? Janus was watching the doorways and gates, man. You understand? And this evil wickedness right here is what you celebrate when you celebrating New Year's. You understand? You celebrating that God of duality.
Right.
One looking back, and that's why they posting everything that's going on that went on during the year 2025.
Right.
You wanna keep looking back and look at all the things you did, and now you wanna look forward and you wanna look ahead at the same time. You understand? And the Lord never said in the scriptures that you should be looking back at the year past and looking forward at the new year and doing all the things. And of course, us niggas take this time to do all kind of rituals, eat all kind of collard greens and what is it, collard greens and black eyed peas to try to, now this gonna be my year for money, so I gotta eat these collard greens and black eyed peas.
Right.
You understand? So I can make some money this year. And it's all idol worship, man. It's all idol worship. Go ahead. Is there anything else?
The month of January is named in his honor, as it marks the tradition into the new year.
The month of January was named in the honor of the god Janus.
Right.
That's why it's called January. You understand? And now, take me to where in the scriptures where it says, I think it's Daniel 8:25, where he seek to change time and laws.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
That's what's going on in America right now, man. You have a arrogant group of people. An arrogant nation of people that saw the way the Lord time operates and said, nah, we don't want to abide by that. We want to change time. We want to make the day, 24 hours long. A new day starts in the middle of the nighttime.
Right.
And then every 4 years, to make it all coincide and be correct, you got to have a leap year where every 4 years, February has to have less amount of days. Like, man, it's all kind of craziness going on in this place.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 25. And he shall seek, and he shall speak great words to the Most High, and shall wear out the saints.
And this nation is just in utter defiance of the Most High. We say it all the time in the UPK, like the so-called oppressor should be in such fear to do anything against these 12 tribes that he just shakes in his boots, but he doesn't. He unalives us at will. He oppresses us at will. You understand? He forces laws upon us to oppress us,
right?
Like child support, stop and frisk, and 3 times bitch, stuff like that, to oppress us and you understand, take away our humanity. And when really he should be definitely afraid to do anything against 12 tribes of Israel, but he isn't. And it's because it says right in scriptures that he shall wear out the saints, meaning he shall make the saints weary. He shall do things, constantly oppress them, be on top of their neck, his boot on their neck so much, he'll wear us out, make us weary and tired. Like you hear black people all the time say, man, I'm tired of this place. I'm tired of going to work. I'm tired of having to do this. I'm tired of paying child support.
Right.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to work 14-hour days. Tired. Because the oppressor is wearing out the saints. Go ahead.
Daniel 7:25 from the top. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
And think to do what?
Change times and laws.
And think to change time and laws, man. That's what the oppressor is doing. He's done changed the times. He's changed the time.
Right.
Now to start a new day, it's 12 midnight. 12 midnight starts a new day now. You understand? Supposed to be sundown starts the new day.
Right.
You understand? This supposed to be at 5:30 today. It's supposed to be the next day. But no, the clock has to roll all the way around to 12 midnight for the new day to begin, and it ain't even daylight yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Just like it makes no sense to say Happy New Year when ain't nothing new. The trees are still dormant. You understand? The trees, they say the leaves are dead off the trees. You understand? The bears are in hibernation. You understand? Everything, all your nocturnal animals, all your certain animals that are active during the hotter months, like rabbits, they're in their burrows and their dens in a dormant state, man. You see all kind of the wild. No bees are flying around. This is the one year you get a break from all the gnats and flies, because during the summertime they reproduce at a record where you be
right,
because everything is alive, man. You understand? Like the birds and different animals don't give, they're incubating their young right now, ready to give birth in the springtime. Like new lambs come forth in the springtime. A lot of new calves come forth in the springtime. Like a lot of things happen. Roses bloom again. Flowers bloom again in the springtime. You understand? Right now, all the grass is dead. You don't have to worry about the grass, paying the grass man $100 to come and cut your grass.
Right.
You don't have to worry about getting the shears out there to trim them hedges. You understand? There ain't no leaves. I get a break from paying that lawn man an arm and a leg to come cut that high grass in my yard. I get a break because all the grass is dead, man. Everything is dormant, but this society is saying it's a new year. Right. Everything's supposed to be new. What's new? Ain't nothing new. Go ahead.
So like I said, I got a precept real quick just to clean up, you know, I mean the lie of the oppressor and the fact that he changed the time, like you were saying, like how a new day start in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 7. God set them. I'm gonna start for context, verse 16. And the Most High made two great lights, the greater light to rule by day and the lesser light to rule by night. And he made the stars also, verse 17. And God said, and God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give up light upon the earth, verse 18, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Verse 19, and the evening.
Yeah, that's the one part I want you to get to. Read that part again.
You can. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Was the fourth day. So a day starts with the evening and then the morning. You understand?
I'm right, sir.
That's where the days start. The next day at sundown today, which is at about 5:30, maybe 5:15, it started a new day.
That's right.
And now all the way to sundown, you know what I'm saying? Today.
Right.
It'll be today. That'll start the next day.
Right.
You understand? But we live off the Gregorian calendar, man. Just look up the Gregorian calendar,
right,
and you'll find out how wicked it is in that it took the evening and the morning being a day, and it changed it to the morning, then the evening.
Right.
Just like the Sabbath. You understand? The Sabbath is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. But the so-called Pope changed the Sabbath to Sunday. Because why? Because this oppressor seek to change time and laws, man.
Right.
It's clear as day. When you finally come into the truth in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, you really realize how plain the Bible is speaking.
That's right.
And I also realized how confusing that it is to people who the Lord ain't calling, which makes me kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? Makes me kind of sad to know that there's people that the Most High is just not calling.
Right.
The Most High won't allow these words or these scriptures to be plain that a child could understand it. He won't allow it to happen, and because the Lord ain't calling them. And I used to sit and wonder and pray to the Most High all the time, like, why don't my family understand this? Why? It's simple. Like, I had the hardest time understanding these scriptures when I was in the world, when I was going to church and being a Christian. It was the hardest to understand this Bible. But soon as I came into the truth, it all made sense. I seen it like it was clear as day. But at the same time, my family that I tried to, bring out of Christianity, they didn't see it the same way. It was like it's like I was trying to talk to them, and they was hearing blah 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 wah 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 wah. That's all they heard. I was like, why don't they understand? I don't understand it.
Right.
Why it was so easy for me? I had to ask one of the generals, like, why is it so easy for me to understand what's going on and what's being said, what's being taught out these scriptures? And I say it just exactly how you taught it, sir. I say the same words. And he said, because the Lord ain't calling everybody. You understand? Christ even said it. He spoke in parables so that everybody would not get it. I said, damn. Damn,
right. I got your precept in Matthew 24 and verse 40. I got you. I'm gonna get it to you right now, sir. Matthew 24 and 40.
And while he's getting that, it's so I feel so fortunate to be in this truth, man. You understand? Like, brothers and sisters that are in this truth, in this school, man, you've been given a gift that's priceless. You understand? And we shouldn't take it for granted that we understand these words when everybody just don't get it.
Right.
Even though they Israel, even though they brothers, you understand, they Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, they just don't understand it. Go ahead.
Count. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 40. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other one left.
That's it. That's it. Two in the field, meaning it's two out here in the world. You working, you going about your own day. One shall be taken and the other one left. The Christians try to say that's the rapture. They try to say, oh, that's when Christ coming back. He gonna rapture us up and take us into a cloud and kiss us in the mouth all day. That's the rapture. Nah, that's talking about the truth, coming into the truth, man. One shall be taken and one left behind. If it's a spiritual, it's a parable. You understand? It's a spiritual meaning behind that. Go ahead, Salakia.
I don't know if you remember when we were in the Christian church, they talked about the wedding, you know, like we were like the church is marrying Christ. Like, they made it so where it was like homosexuality, man. Like,
right.
They made Christ like we were gonna marry Christ.
Right.
You know, it clicks at the end when you're like, oh man, how they make this so worldly? The Christian church is so worldly, and they don't even realize, like, basically what you're saying is like they don't understand it.
Right.
They literally look at it like a literal wedding, and we're gonna get married in Christ, you know, that rapture thing.
Right. But the scripture says that Christ was married to the church. Right. But it's not. It's a spiritual thing. You understand? Just like it's a metaphor. Just like a drug dealer say, "Man, I'm married to these streets." Man. Right. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealer ain't going out and humping the road. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's you see how simple it is for an explanation to you. Right. The drug dealer ain't out here slinging crack and then he start to make love to the actual street. Right. But to a Christian, that married, when they say Christ was married to the church, they think that it's a literal wedding, man. That we gonna have a wedding dress on. All of us gonna have wedding dresses on. And we're gonna be standing in the multitude, and Christ gonna be up there, and then they gonna say, "Do you promise to love and cherish and marry to death do you part?" And all the 400,000
I do.
And saints gonna be like, "I do." And then they're gonna say to Christ, you know, the Most High gonna be conducting it. He gonna have the book up there. He gonna have the book up there and everything. And then he gonna say, "Christ, do you take this church to be your lawfully wedded wife?" Christ gonna be like, "I do." And then he said, "With the power invested in me, you may kiss the bride." And Christ gonna grow magical lips and be able to kiss everybody in there. Hey, look, man, let me tell you something. Fairy tales, Christians, fairy tales are not real. You understand? Right. The Easter Bunny is not real. Santa Claus is not real. That whole concept of the rapture and the way the Christian church understands it is not real at all. So back to
Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of time.
And look, meaning that's going the oppressor gonna be able to have his way for a little while.
Right.
He gonna have his way for a time. And a dividing of times, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be forever,
right?
You understand? And it's not gonna be forever. And with these current events that just happened, you understand? Then ain't the U.S. finna attack Iran or something? And Venezuela, like these wars is popping off, man. And if you're not paying attention to what's going on, you're gonna be in the dust, man. You're gonna be in a cloud. You're gonna be thinking that, you know, the church is where you need to be. Right. When you need to be running out of that Christian church, man. You need to be making haste to get out of there. because this society is falling. It's falling fast. And the glorious thing about it is that even the oppressor the oppressor sees it, but he thinks he's going to be able to win. And that's always going to be a glorious thing for the saints to witness, is this oppressor thinking no one can stop him, no one can defeat him, no one can topple his plan. But lo and behold, man, Christ is going to come back and make light work of this oppressor, man. Light work of this oppressor. And it's not going to take him a long time to do it. You understand? Go ahead.
I feel like I got a precept.
Mm-hmm.
Babu, this is the chapter over. This is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 24. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
All right.
And he shall
Magnify.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many.
Right.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Hey, look, it ain't gonna be our hand that breaks him. It's gonna be the Most High's hand, man. It ain't gonna be without this normal physical hand that is gonna break the oppressor. It's gonna be the Most High to do it, and all we gotta do is sit back and watch how the oppressor gets destroyed by the hand of the Most High.
That's right.
You understand? The oppressor ain't gonna be able to come back and blame us for his destruction and then oppress us more. Like they've done for so long. They blame everything on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. They blame everything that they go through on us. You understand? They trying to figure out a way, or they're trying to loop in these mass shootings into the 12 tribes of Israel. They trying to loop in all these all this robbery and this unaliving and these things that are happening in these cities that's being done by the oppressor. They're trying to blame it on blacks and Hispanics, man. That's why that's the whole reason for ICE. You understand? Because the president of this country is saying that the reason why crime rates are so high is because of blacks and Hispanics, or because of the Hispanic brothers that's trying to make a better life for themselves. You understand? So they're going in and clipping up brothers, Hispanic brothers that are just trying to make a better life for themselves.
Right.
They trying to blame it on us, man. You understand? Where you at?
I got another precept. I mean, I don't know if you want me to go over it or if you want to call.
No,
something.
go ahead. Go.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If it's not the so-called oppressor, if it's not the so-called Caucasian that's whitewashed everything, that's made everything be white, you understand? If he ain't covering the faces of the real judges when the Bible says that the real Jews are black, then who painted those faces in the Bible white then? Who commissioned Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci to go around the whole earth and find those paintings of saints of old and paint them white and paint over their faces, man? Who commissioned them to destroy all those artifacts and relics and paintings of the saints being dark skinned? Who told them to do that?
Right.
If it wasn't the Caucasians, who did it?
That's right.
Their print is on the earth. Like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo didn't paint them Indian or paint them any other race. They painted them white. You understand? So now it's evident that who the oppressor is. It's evident who this Bible is talking about. You understand? Go ahead.
So like I say, if I may, and that's heavy what you were saying earlier too, with the fact that this is saying that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. When you were bringing out, the Polynesians and the Arabs and all other nations who never used to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
All of a sudden celebrating Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
Which is not part of the thing. Now they have parliament and stuff when they just had an emperor.
Right.
You know what I mean? The hands of the wicked are stretched all over the earth.
All over the earth. All over the earth, man. And it's easy to see how Western culture, and you even having it when you watch certain news telecasts, you find certain isolated tribes that they say they shunned Western influence. That's America. That's the oppressor. When they talking about Western influence, they talking about the Western world, man. They don't want America's influence and America's religion put on them.
That's right.
You understand? And so they fight against it. They buck against it. You understand? So that's all these nations now. America forced its way into the Asian world,
right? Because
the Asian world did not want nothing to do with the Western world, with Britain. And if you look at old kung fu movies, you will see the Asians used to fight against the British coming over and trying to oppress them and trying to come into their communities and stuff.
That's right.
You understand? The whole Ip Man, if you look at that, you'll look at how they was going to war with the Brits and the Europeans that not get in the ruin their culture. You understand? If you look at the Chinese connection with Bruce Lee, he was doing things. He was having to move inside a society that was halfway his but halfway the British. You understand? And they were fighting against the Brits because the Englishmen were trying to come over and impose Western culture to their sacred, kung fu hakui society. That's what it was, because a lot of the way they govern themselves with the Japanese, it was with the shoguns. The shoguns used to rule the provinces or whatever, and then they had little sects and they had their men up under them, and the shoguns ruled over their area, and they kind of had that battle between one another for power. And then in the Chinese world, the emperor was over them, and the Ming dynasty and the Qing dynasty and the Manchu, all them were dynasties that was over there in power until, you understand, Western world come over and now bring it all the way up to the day where you don't see the Japanese in those samurai looking robes no more. Right. They in suits and ties.
No gi,
none of that. You don't see the Chinese walking around in those bell bottom, those pants, those traditional garb with the little shirt that had the little button up that Bruce Lee used to wear all the time. No, they don't wear those no more.
Suit and tie.
They suit and tied up. You understand? They had to put away their culture. You understand? They had to put away their culture, and they had to accept the religion of Christianity, and that's why you have people like right now, and that's getting rich in America, like priests, not priests, but those ministers like Joseph Prince. Joseph Prince is Chinese, straight up off the boat. Right. You understand? He still got the daggone accent, sporting Christianity, getting rich. You understand?
Wow.
So now their culture, when they didn't really have they had many gods that they the god, the dragon god. You know what I'm saying? They really over there in the Asian world, they reverence dragons a lot. You know what I'm saying? They have those festivals with the so-called dragons where they make dragons out of the paper mache dragons and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But now they accept Christianity. They saying Happy New Year. That's just yeah, right now. Getting rich. I see Joseph Prince on one of the telecasts try to do that Hishikashi Tashi mumbo jumbo, that speaking in tongues bull jive. He did that. I said, man, would you look at the world accepts him? I want to know when he go back and try to go back home and stuff, what his family, and he might be Japanese.
He looks Japanese.
He might be Japanese.
We could just read a little bit
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Masalaki.
And it goes beyond that. They had to compromise with the Western world because they're in negotiations, but they're in war as well. But it goes back to Psalms 83, Confederate.
Right.
A term blacks and Hispanics unto them, like, hey, come get rich of the blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
Come over here. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say spot, your restaurant.
Right.
They're gonna eat.
Right.
Throw a cat in there every once in a while.
Your gas station. Yeah. Yep.
They'll eat it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's how they deal with us.
Right. That's
Damn right.
it, man. That's it. And now blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians still not understanding. Like we were saying last week, Lahab, we don't understand that our punishment and the judgments that we get, we think it has nothing to do with the Bible. We think that the answer to black people's problems has nothing to do with these scriptures. We turn to everything else. We turn to, well, black people we don't have enough entrepreneurs. We don't have enough people going out and getting the bag on their own. We don't have enough people graduating college. We need to put more people through school and have them graduate college. We don't have enough land, people who own their own land and can have their own crops and stuff like we turn to every other solution other than, hey, if you black, you Hispanic, or you Native Indian, you need to be in these scriptures. You need to be in the truth. You need to be following the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if you do, then you won't suffer none of the plagues that's in this that the oppressor is suffering.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We think it's all tied into some kind of economic move or some kind of worldly monetary thing that doesn't have nothing to do with our conduct and our moral standards. You understand? But it definitely does. So now let's make sure we read everything on Janice.
I think we
finished it.
Yeah, Comic-Con. I think we did. I could go back to
like
it.
If I could.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Chinese, they'll celebrate 2 New Years. They got their.
I think so. Yeah.
They don't do our New Years.
Uh-huh.
So like American New Year.
And they call it the Chinese New Year.
Because they got, and I think it's in the spring. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I said, everybody else, all the other nations, they know when the real New Year's is.
Right.
Or when the beginning of the year.
Right.
Going by the seasons, right? But when you come to America and you live in America, you basically become pretty much influenced by that.
Right.
Celebrate Christmas, celebrate New Year's, because why not?
And yesterday I'm talking to my rib cousin, right? And he said, man, what you doing for the New Year? And I said, man, bro, I don't celebrate no New Year. He was like, I didn't know if you didn't celebrate the New Year. I knew you didn't celebrate Christmas and the other holidays, but he didn't know that I didn't celebrate the New Year. And I said, you know that the New Year ain't January 1st too. He said, no. He tried to say it at first. He said, no. I celebrate. Sometimes I go out and I watch go to the bar and they're counting down and stuff. I said, man, the New Year ain't in January the 1st. I said, everybody knows the New Year ain't January 1st because everything's still dead outside. And after I said it a couple of, he was like, well, yeah, you right. I know. Everybody know. But that's what I was talking about earlier, is that we should be so afraid to disobey the Most High. You understand that it ought to be, we ought to be shaking in our boots, but people are not. You understand? They not, because they don't understand that the tragedies that happen to them are punishments from the Lord. They don't understand. He don't understand that his accident at work, that he hurt his shoulder, is the Lord. You understand? He don't understand that. He don't understand that the Lord is wounding him because of his iniquity. We don't understand that the Lord has the power to, that he has the power to kill and make alive.
Right.
That he has the power to wound and heal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, con. They blame it on the devil is a lie. That's what the Christians say. You know what I'm saying?
They got that part right.
The
devil is a lie.
Right, but they're not talking about the devil as being the Caucasian.
Right.
They talking about the devil being a red man with a pitchfork and he going around terrorizing people.
Poking you in the butt.
Yeah, poking you with that pitchfork or something, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got of Janus, duality and transition. Janus represented the middle ground between abstract dualities such as life and death, youth and adulthood, and war and peace. He presided over the beginning and ending of conflict, and the gates of the most famous temples in the Rome were opened during war and closed in times of peace.
So they believe that you could get, your gate to prosperity could be open during war.
Right.
You understand? Your gate to a good spiritual balance could be open during war, and it was closed during peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, they believed in craziness like that. The Romans believe that whole idea of that giant, the Nephilim, that bull jive, right, where the fallen angels came down and had sex with regular humans and created giants. All that bullshit, Salakia. Those Greeks and those Romans believed in that, man.
Right.
And now, and the whole idea of Mary being by a Holy Ghost, that type of regular humanity having with deity type figures, like God-like figures, that comes from Greek mythology.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where Hercules comes from. That's where Achilles comes from. Those were two men to have said that their parents, their mother made it with Zeus. Achilles, you understand? Achilles, it said Achilles, Zeus made it with his mother and took him to Mount Olympus, and he was crawling, trying to, he was doing what babies doing, getting out of stuff, and he crawled off the edge of Olympus, and Zeus grabbed him by his heel, and so that's his Achilles, because the Achilles heel, and he was real powerful. He fell to earth. He was half God. He was the son of Zeus, and he fell to earth and became a great warrior. You understand? And fought for, the Greeks. Then, Hercules comes into play with Zeus, gets a Jonesing again for another earthly human, goes have sex with Hercules' mother, and Hercules is born, and he's, the Greek version of Samson. Go ahead, Salaki.
They just portray that today in Superman.
Right.
All it is just Greek mythology is just pretty much science fiction.
Right.
Just stories for kids.
Yeah.
Right.
So like a demigod.
Demigods, exactly. And that whole idea comes from that whole Greek mythology thing, and that Greek influence flows right over into Christianity. Right. And that's why the so-called America today celebrates New Year's, because they celebrate that god Janus, and next year they're gonna celebrate February, and the god of the Salakia. It's another god, February, that's over something else, and that for February, every day of the week is celebrating something other than the Most High. Like Monday is for the moon, Saturday is for Saturn, Sunday is the sun god. You know what I'm saying? And they this Greek and Roman mythology comes into play in their culture, in their religions, and we adopt it when we celebrate New Year's.
That's
man.
right.
We adopt their culture when we celebrate New Year's, and you can't serve two gods, man.
Right.
You can't serve two gods. You can't serve the God of this carnal world. You can't serve the oppressor's God and serve the God of this Bible at the same time.
That's right.
You cannot do it. It's impossible, because you're gonna sin if you trying to celebrate New Year's and you celebrated Christmas and you cut the tree out and cut it out the forest and you put it up in your house and you decorated it. You were sinning. You was celebrating a God that that the Babylonians thought that their king, God's spirit, ran into the evergreen tree. That's who you would celebrate. You were celebrating a tree that the Babylonians turned into a god.
Right.
Then now with New Year's, you celebrating the Roman god Janus, who looks backwards and forwards at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like I said, some of the other key features of Janus: worship and invocations. Janus was a very old and important Roman god, often invoked first in religious ceremonies and public sacrifices before any other deity, as he was considered the doorkeeper of the heavens. His festival, the Agnoium, I don't know how to pronounce that stuff.
Agonium.
Salakia, took place on January 9th. Two faces symbolize his ability to look simultaneously in the past and the future, and inside and outside.
How you gonna do that?
Right.
How you gonna look behind you and in front of you at the same time?
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like these Roman gods, man. You know what I'm saying? They are so encrusted into Christianity that it don't even make no sense. And my thing is that why would Christianity, or why would Christians not want to know what they're celebrating and the reason why they're celebrating the New Year's? Why would they not want to know that? Why, if there was some kind of, you know what I'm saying, like if there was some kind of evil, twisted history behind Purim, I would want to know about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would want to know what I'm celebrating. If there's a day, if there's something that I'm paying homage to or giving tribute to that started with some kind of pagan ritual, some kind of evil worship, sacrificing some kind of ritual,
right,
I would want to know, because just because I try to change the name and say, oh, this is not baby killing day, this is this is the day we this is the day we thank God for babies.
Right.
You can try to change the name of a certain thing, but if it's rooted if that's what it's rooted on, just like Thanksgiving is built on the murder of the native First Nation people.
Right.
You can try to change it into whatever you want to change it to, but instead of unless there was unaliving of First Nation people, Native Indian people, you wouldn't have this third Thursday of November to celebrate.
Right.
You wouldn't have it. So if there's some kind of wickedness associated with a holiday that I'm celebrating, I would want to know about it.
That's right.
But Christianity is so wicked. It's so dismissive, and it's so heartless, and it lacks compassion and empathy that Christians don't even realize that even when it offends God, like they celebrate Thanksgiving that offends the Native Indians, but they'll turn around and celebrate Christmas that offends God because it's idol worship. They'll turn around and celebrate the New Year, and it's idol worship. It offends God.
Right.
they will still turn around and celebrate it because Christianity doesn't have any compassion.
Right.
Christianity doesn't have any empathy.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, this is the book of Job, chapter 27 and verse 7. Let mine enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous.
Right. That's and that's Job.
Yeah,
that's
come
Job
on.
talking. Read it again.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 27 and verse 7. Let mine enemy be as the wicked.
Like the same Job is saying, the enemies that come against me, they coming against a priest, the prophet of the Lord.
That's right.
So let them be the same as the Lord would regard that wicked man that's sinning, that nation of sinful people. Let it be the same way. Let my enemies
Damn
be
right,
just
sir.
like that.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Another one can. And he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous.
As the unrighteous. Let the same disdain that the Lord has for people that rise up against him and disobey his laws, let the same disdain the Lord need to have his enemies that rise up against him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
That goes right along with what David said. David said, don't I hate them that hate thee, O Lord, with a righteous hatred?
Damn right.
You understand? It's righteous. I hate those people. You understand? Those same people that even my family, even my blood family, that turn around and sin against the Lord. Though they are enemies of the Lord.
That's what I was thinking.
Aren't they enemies of mine? Don't I hate them just like they hate you?
Damn right.
Oh Lord, Most High in Christ. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's a
damn right.
righteous hatred.
That's right.
And in that righteous hatred, you can have the same disdain as the Lord has towards them, but at the same time, the Lord gives us chance after chance to get it together.
That's right.
You understand? Like, I hate Christianity. I hate Christians, but those same Christians are my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I in turn, I chastise them just like the Lord chastised me when I was a wicked Christian.
That's right.
The Lord didn't love me when I was smoking weed. You understand?
Right.
The Lord didn't love me when I was voting and smoking weed and running women and celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving and New Year's. The Lord didn't love me.
Right.
You understand? Yet and still, he chastised me, and it brought me to the truth. Go ahead.
Can I continue reading?
Go ahead.
What you're bringing out is heavy, man. I gotta keep going. This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite? Though he have gained, when God take away of his soul. Verse 9. Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him?
No. The hypocrite, that hypocrite, that one that's acting like they righteous, will the Lord hear him when he cry? That same hypocrite, that cousin that I was talking to today, that wanted to call me and say he didn't want to debate, but he really did. He was a hypocrite.
Damn right.
He was a hypocrite. He wanted to debate me. You understand? That was the reason why he called. That's why he started off saying, and that's why he started off saying, it's almost like saying, hey, brother, no disrespect. And then they go to disrespect you.
Right.
You understand? So those same people, read that verse again.
For what is the hope of the hypocrite?
The hypocrite is hoping that through him showing you that he's righteous or he's this, but behind he's something else.
Right.
You won't see the something else. You see what he's trying to show you.
That's right.
That's the hope of the hypocrite. The hope of the hypocrite is that you buy it.
Right.
You understand that? You understand?
That's right.
You understand? The hope of the hypocrite is that you don't see the knife behind the back.
Right.
That you only see the smile in the face. Hey, brother, I love you, brother.
And so, like I said, if I may, Bible Krisha, this is heavy, not just for Christians, but for the oppressor as well, because I saw a newscast not too long ago. These two couple, they have the beautiful, nice, clean-cut white people, but they got like 6 or 7 kids in the basement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And one got away, and that's how they found the rest.
Found the rest of them, right?
You know what I mean?
It's several stories like that, man. Several stories like that. My rib showed me this movie called The Black Phone,
I saw it.
where this cat was called the Grabber,
Yeah.
and he was grabbing kids, snatching them up, throwing them in his basement, but he was living everyday life
Like a normal dude.
normal person. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, read that again, bro.
Can out of one can. The book of Job, chapter 27 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, when God take away his soul?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Will God hear his cry
Mm-hmm.
when trouble come up upon him?
Right. When God take away, when God starts to punish him, and he starts to cry, will God turn around and say, and stop punishing him?
Blah.
No, because you're a
Right.
hypocrite.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Like America today, they know they were partakers. Their forefathers were partakers, perpetrators of slavery, which was cruel. But yet, to them is God is with them.
Right.
This is the greatest country. God loves America.
Right.
At the same time, we'll bomb fishermen. We'll, be cruel to everybody else, but God is with us.
Right.
That's like the hypocrisy that America has overall.
And they'll turn around and say that God bless America, but turn around and blackball Colin Kaepernick for just standing up for his people. They'll turn around and they'll treat Hispanic brothers and sisters like they're pieces of garbage, and they're just trying to put roofs on people's house or build the streets or do the jobs that they won't do here in America.
Right.
You understand? But they'll treat them like garbage and lock them up in cages and split them away from their families and oppress them, and then turn around and say, well, we need people to come into the country and to make this country great. You see what I'm saying? Hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. And the same hypocrites are enemies of the Most High.
Right.
And they're offending the Lord. You understand? And the Lord, when the Lord goes to punish them, the Lord is not going to hear that cry.
Right.
They're going to turn around when these things start to really snowball, and America starts to really get into that, cook into it good in the Third World War, where you start to see these armies flow into the Middle East. When that start to happen, you understand? Everybody gonna be. You watch everybody, all the military people are going to say, we ask now that all Americans join with us in solidarity and pray for the troops and pray for them to come home safely and do God's work, which is killing. Go ahead.
So like I said, I'm going to keep reading.
Job
27 and verse 10. Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call on God? What you just said.
Right. That's that's exactly what the hypocrites do when the Lord finally when they
start getting the ass whooping.
Right.
So
when they start getting their tails beat, when they start getting the wrath of the Most High, when what they selling, the Lord ain't buying it no more.
Right.
You understand? The people ain't buying it no more. And they true colors come out.
Damn right.
And you see them for who they really are.
That's right.
Then they start to really cry on the Lord, and the same Lord that they offended when they did the crimes and did the iniquity that they was doing, they'll turn around and call on that same Lord.
Right.
The same Lord, or the same Lord that was telling that sister, and everybody telling that sister, don't abort your baby. Don't abort your baby. Don't, you know what I'm saying? It's my body, my choice, my body. She'll turn around and get cancer and cry to the same God. that you done unalive one of the Lord's, babies that he was gonna bring into this earth for whatever reason you don't even know.
Right.
That baby couldn't even defend itself. But then you're gonna turn around when you suffer complications later on, you're gonna turn around and say, "Oh Lord, please help me." You understand? You like this the same thing with that happened with COVID. You know what I'm saying? All these people started getting sick, and when those were some of those people that was getting sick, man, was some of the wickedest hypocrites you ever seen in your life.
Right.
Them old grandmamas that offended, them old ushers that was in that Christian church offending everybody. They got sick with COVID and they started hollering out for the Lord. Please, Lord, help me, Lord. You understand? So go to Isaiah 14.
Come out of one come.
Isaiah 14, man.
Verse 21.
No. Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. Come out of one come.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob
Yes.
and will yet choose Israel.
The Lord is yet choosing Israel, man. You understand? The Lord is now understand something, that all these things that are coming to pass, all these wars and all this recent turn of events where America is starting to really ramp up on the war with the Middle East now. You know what I'm saying? Like these other countries are ramping it up too. And the Lord is through this, the Lord is having mercy on Israel, man. You understand? The Lord is doing all this, allowing all this to happen to have mercy on us. Go ahead.
Isaiah 14 and verse 1 from the top. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
The Lord is going to set us in our own land. It's a social media post going on right now where this brother is saying, "Hey, that group, and when they went back to Dimona, the so-called those Israelis accepted them, and now they forced their children into the military. They forced their children into the Israeli. Yeah. It forced their children into the military. Now that same spirit is back on another brother to try to go back to Jerusalem. And the Lord, things got to happen that the Lord is going to set us back in our own land.
Right.
You understand? It's going to be no doubt. It's gonna be no doubt that it's the Lord. You ain't gonna have to try to, put a social media post out going, "Hey, let's go back to Jerusalem."
Right.
You ain't gonna have to do that. You understand? Go ahead.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1 in the middle. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
The strangers, these other nations gonna be saying, "Hey, these are the children of Israel, man. If you want to have with them, you need to go work for them." You understand? They're gonna cleave to the house of Israel.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to
and
their
the people what?
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
And bring them to their place. Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Shall what?
Shall possess them.
The house of Israel gonna what?
Shall possess them.
We gonna own them. Go ahead.
The house of Israel shall possess them.
Now, you hear what this prophecy is saying? This prophecy is saying that the Lord gonna set up us in our own land,
right?
And we gonna get to own our. We gonna get to own our oppressor,
right?
We gonna get to own the strangers.
That's right.
So now with this social media post is saying go back to Israel. We ain't no strangers cleaving to us. Right. We ain't got no workers packing our bags and making sure we get back, and we ain't got no no possessions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know that this is just that brother, whoever what he's doing, he needs to seek counsel from the ISUPK. We got a excellent counseling department where if you call, you can get good sound counsel, and I'm pretty sure that the counsel will be
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2 from the top. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Yes, sir.
And they shall take them captives.
They shall what?
They shall take them captives.
We gonna take them captives. Go ahead.
Kanadaman Khan, whose captives they were.
We gonna take them in captivity when we were captive unto them.
That's
You
right.
understand? That is going to happen.
Right.
You understand? And the Lord is going to bring it to pass. Not us, not we ourselves. You understand? Not we ourselves just deciding to go back to Jerusalem.
That's right.
You understand? But the Lord is going to set us in our land. And we're going to have servants when we get there. Go ahead.
Kanadaman Khan, the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1, 2 at the end. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows.
Right. The Lord is going to give us rest from our sorrows, man. Go ahead.
Khan, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wert made to serve.
From the what?
From the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
From the hard bondage wherewith thou was made to serve. You understand? From the 14-hour days you had to work.
Right.
From the 20-hour days you had to work.
Right.
You understand? Especially with these sisters being nurses and nurses assistants working these long, hard days. These, you know what I'm saying? Like those sisters working in the medical field remind me of cops, where they 3 days on, 4 days off, and 4 days on, 3 days off, and they just working these 16-hour days, and you know what I'm saying, just working themselves to the bone, man. You know what I'm saying? That medical field, brother.
I'm telling you about it. I know.
Hey, look, I was with you, brother. I was there. I understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard bondage.
So let me show you something real quick. This right here is the app we use. This is my hours for the week so far.
Good night. 90 hours. 90.
90.
90. That's what I'm that. And it immediately when you say hard bondage, it immediately put me in, you know, that's one of the fields that's some of the hardest labor, because it's long hours, it's stressful situations. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you helping people, and it's a rewarding job, but at the same time, it's a very stressful job. It's a very demanding job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're gonna be able to get rest from those demanding positions, those hard bondage positions, like, you know, those construction workers, those Hispanic brothers that's, you know, in construction and building and carpentry and all those heavy lifting jobs. We're gonna be able to get rest from that hard labor where we were made to serve. Go ahead.
Verse 4. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor seized Salakia, the golden city seized. Ceased. Okay.
It says this is the proverb against the king of Babylon. And say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. You understand? The oppressor gonna be ceased, and the golden city gonna be seized. The golden city, like cities like New York and San Francisco and LA, them cities that are just bringing in the oppressor all the money. The kings of Babylon bringing them all the money, all the wealth. You know what I'm saying? And you got some of the most slummiest slums in New York. Right. The money is being made
right
in New York. You know what I'm saying? You got the most ghettoest ghettos in LA when all the money is being made in LA. Right. You know what I'm saying? In these cities out in California, man, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte, right here in North Carolina. Right. You got some of the ghettoest ghettos in Charlotte, but at the same time, you go downtown, you see a Bugatti just, you know what I'm saying? These oppressors, that club and that restaurant in Charlotte that's rotating and spinning around. They get to eat, and while they rotating around, spinning around, are you kidding me? They eating lavish 5-star dinners, brother, and the whole restaurant, the whole floor of the restaurant is fucking spinning around. And they get to see the highlights of the city and look at the city while they slowly rotate and get a panoramic view of the city. And they rotating, and they got the dude with the cloth on his, my Dieu. And he pouring the wine, and they, toasting and Happy New Year-ing it up. And they rotating around and looking at all the big buildings of the city, living it up. Man, those golden cities, the king of Babylon gonna cease, and those golden cities gonna cease, man. It's gonna be a time where they you know what I'm saying, and they watch movies like The Day After Tomorrow. These movies where it shows that if a weather event, if a certain kind of, if the earth rotates, shift, the poles shift, or some kind of global warming thing happens, that it's gonna cause all this weather gonna come. And it was one movie, The Day After Tomorrow, depicts New York being a frozen city, right? And it shows the Statue of Liberty, like, underneath all of it full, like the only thing that was sticking out that wasn't frozen, it was like the ocean had overrun the city, and the only thing that was sticking out of the city was the head of the Statue of Liberty. It was ice all the way up to the statue chest, and you could only see the shoulders of the torch, and all that was covered in ice. It was like the whole city got flooded and then froze over. Then I seen one movie, I forgot, This Is How It All Ends, or something like that.
Yeah,
How It Ends. That's the movie name, How It Ends. And it showed New York. It showed New York where it was a fire, a big fire had taken place, and it had burnt the city to a crisp. And the only thing, it burnt the Statue of Liberty and all of that, man. Like, these cities are gonna cease, man. Right. And it's coming soon. If you're not in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, then you know what I'm saying. You really are playing with your life. Go ahead.
You can see it as a failing society. This is a collapse of society, and you can see the writing on the wall. And I was like, and I asked him, I said, have you ever heard that saying, the writing on the wall? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, you know where it comes from, right? Like, you know what that means and where they get it from. Like, the Bible is so real in everyday life that's what happened to Babylon. Right. Babylon, like as the scripture says, nothing new under the sun. The Lord is over everything. Every society that has ever ruled over us is because we disobeyed God.
That's right.
And the only reason they rule is because He's not on our side at that moment.
Right.
We start coming around to our identity and obeying our Lord, it's going to collapse. And
damn right. Right.
The Lord wants this place to lock it, to fall.
Con.
Damn right.
Keep going.
5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Verse 6. He who smote the people in the wrath with a continual stroke. He that have ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, Salakia, and none hindereth.
None hindereth. You understand? He who smote the people in wrath,
Yeah, come on.
with a continual stroke. You understand? That's the Most High. He is talking about how the Most High gonna cease the golden city, and it's saying the one who done it is he that smote the cities with a continual, it smote the people with a continual stroke. You understand? And no one can hinder that. No one can hinder the Most High when the Most High starts to give you that judgment that you deserve.
Right.
Now we're gonna skip down to is it 20? Let me see. No, yeah, 21.
Come on. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter,
Right.
for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right. And that's what's going on right now. The Most High is preparing slaughter for the children. And why? Because the sins of their forefathers, man. You understand? The children of the oppressor, the Lord is preparing slaughter for them because their forefathers have sinned against the Most High by oppressing the Lord's chosen people.
Right.
You understand? Like everybody have seen, or there was even warnings from people to certain rulers, in past times saying, look, the Lord is punishing these 12 tribes of Israel. Leave them alone. Leave them alone because their God is punishing them, and you don't need to be messing with them. You know what I'm saying? In the Apocrypha, how I think one of the advisors of Ammon came to a ruler and said, look, don't mess with these 12 tribes of Israel. They're being punished by their God. And I'm paraphrasing, leave them alone.
Right.
Leave them alone because you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want nothing what's going on, right? You want to involve yourself in what's going on. And that oppressor, that ruler was like, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time to enslave them, to oppress them, because their God is turned their back on them. So we can definitely win. We can definitely overtake them and win in war against them. And they did that, man. And they did that. And for that iniquity, the Most High has not forgotten. You understand? The Most High has not forgotten the cruelty of the oppressor in this society, how our iniquity was at an end, but he's still hunting our steps. You understand? So hold that right there and go to Lamentation. Or Lamentations 4 and 17.
Second. 12:52.
That is.
Right here.
Yep.
4 and 17. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We watched for a nation that couldn't save us, man. Why? And we say it all the time. The oppressor is a nation that's not going to save us because the oppressor wants to oppress us. You understand? Why would they save us when they want to keep us in slavery?
Right.
They're the ones that wants to keep you oppressed. They're the ones that wants to keep their boot on your neck. Why would they turn around and give you freedom in this place? Why would they turn around and relinquish their power over you in this place? They're not. Go ahead.
Canada one can. Book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets.
Right.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Our end is come. And that's what I was saying. They hunt our steps so we can't go in our street. Our end is near. The end of that punishment that the Most High is delving out to us. It's at an end, man. It's coming to an end. The Most High is waking us up now.
Right.
You understand? The Most High is causing a huge awakening with the 12 tribes of Israel. He's causing the 12 tribes of Israel to realize now who they really are, man. Who and before it was black people maybe, we know you didn't begin with slavery. We know black people didn't start with slavery. There was things that this people had before slavery, but now it's becoming clear that the thing that what we were before slavery is God's chosen people.
Right.
We were Samson, we was Moses, we was Joseph, we was Daniel and Job and Mark and Matthew and Luke. That was us and Christ. Damn right. Hell yeah. Damn right. That was us, man. That's our heritage. Those are our family. Those are our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming apparent now. And you got everybody on the planet that's not black, Hispanic, or Native Indian trying to throw salt in the water, throw salt in the game and try to throw black people off of realizing who they really are.
That's right.
You got so many podcasts and so many people trying to come on and who are the real Jews? Who are they? Where they are? Man, you know where they at, man. Right. They sitting right in front of you. It's the same person you passed today and said, "Oh, that nigger." It's the same one who's working in your restaurant and working 10 hours and 10-hour, 12-hour days, and you barely giving them a living wage. It's them.
Damn right.
It's them ones that's slaving in the McDonald's and making McDonald's rich. It's the one that's slaving and picking up your trash, cutting your lawn. It's those people that you've rejected in this society, but now coming to find out, oh man, they the one. They finding out because they've been known. You know what I'm saying? Cambridge University been known. Duke University been known. Everybody, these oppressors been known who blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were, man. They been known who we were. It's not no shocker to them that we the Lord's chosen people. They been known it.
That's right.
The ones that's been in the dark is us. We the ones that's been unhad the wool pulled over our eyes.
Right.
We the ones that's coming out and saying, "Oh, I finally found the truth now. I finally know the truth now. The gig is up."
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
They know we're special.
Special, right?
Above everybody else,
right.
Everything that's ever done, like experiments on people. We got the highest pain tolerance.
Right.
That's why we only addicted to opioids.
Right.
We are. Look at the oppression we come from. We do suffer from a lot of diseases because the Lord said we would suffer from a lot of diseases.
Right.
But we still. Like how strong we are. No other culture or other people have went through what we went through.
Right.
Damn
right.
And they know it. They know it. And the thing was trying to keep us from finding out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like trying to keep the surprise away from the little kid that's constantly searching. Like you can't get the present in the house because the kid is like, The kid staying up, you try to sneak it in at 3 a.m, and the kid is at the top of the steps, like, I see you. You know what I'm saying? You can't get it past them.
Right.
And that's how this society is trying to keep us from knowing who we really are.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to openly do it, and you can see the Christian churches getting involved in trying to keep us from knowing who we really are. All these different podcasters that's got all these thousands and millions of followers. They trying to chime in on it to get us not to realize who we really are. It's so many layers of this onion. It's so many people that's making active efforts in this society that's pouring in millions and billions of dollars into steering our attention away from everything else but the Most High, so we can find out who we are as a collective body. Come on, man. They canceling people. Every time somebody with some pull tries to, post something like Kyrie Irving, they canceled him, made him apologize. Nick Cannon, they made him apologize, say he was lying. Come on with it.
So like I say, if I may. Now, you see what you just said about canceling? Can I read a scripture to show how the Most High gonna cancel him?
Damn right.
Baba Kasha.
We right at Lamentation. I just want to read how they hunt our steps when our end was near. That's all I wanted to bring out.
Okay, come on. And then can I go here?
Yep.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by
what?
That
the mount of what?
The mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
By what?
By slaughter.
By what?
The mount of Esau be cut off by slaughter.
Man, that's how
Pure
the oppressor. Yeah, that's how the oppressor gonna get cut off, man. Not by sending them into exile back into the Caucasus Mountains. Nah, by slaughter.
Damn right.
And now we go back to Isaiah 14
and verse 21.
Isaiah.
Oh, Salaki.
14 and verse 21. That's why Isaiah is saying it right here. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare killing, man. Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers.
Why? Because just like we had to pay for the iniquities of our fathers, our forefathers sinned against the Lord, went against the Lord in so many ways. All those Israelites that form alliances with the Greek to make those stadiums of exercise, those places of exercise.
Right.
We made treaties, and we made agreements with the Greeks, and now we got punished. You know what I'm saying? And we did what? We came over here, and the 9.5 tribes came over here across the Euphrates River, came over here to a place called Azeroth before it was called America.
Right.
And we started celebrating the sun and worshiping the moon and worshiping the creation instead of the creator.
Right.
And we got punished. You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers sinned against the Lord and we got punished. Don't you think that when other nations sin against the Lord, that their forefathers sinned against the Lord, they ain't gonna get punished?
Right.
Prepare slaughter, man, for his children, for the sins of their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people try to bring up that scripture that a father shall not suffer the sin, shall not suffer the punishment of the sin of the son. Right, when the son and the father are alive.
Right.
You understand? Like if I was Aya's son and Aya said don't go steal, and I went and I stole something, Aya can't say that's my son, let me suffer his punishment. Right. Hell no, I gotta suffer that punishment. That's the difference between what scripture is talking about. But the Most High is saying prepare slaughter for their children, for the iniquities of their fathers. Why? Because the fathers are gone.
Right.
Andrew Jackson is gone.
Damn right.
Abraham Lincoln is gone.
Right.
Thomas Jefferson is gone. You understand? George Washington is gone. They're gone, man. And now their children are alive. You understand? So many of these oppressors, man, wanna, date their lineage back. Oh, my lineage, you can carry my lineage all the way back to George Washington's third son. You know what I'm saying? Now be proud of your lineage. Now.
Yeah, nobody want to claim it now.
Don't nobody want to be white now. Come on now.
Right.
Come on now. Now everybody done. What did I do? I didn't own any slaves.
Lies.
Everybody wanna distance themselves from the wrath that's coming to the oppressor.
That's right.
You can't run. You can't run from this beaten stick, man.
Right.
Can't run from it. You gotta accept it, just like we had to accept it, just like we accepted it today, just like George Floyd accepted it, just like Eric Gardner accepted it, just like Botham Jean accepted it, just like George Stinney, he accepted it. You understand? Just like all the other brothers and sisters that accepted, they accepted their fate. They didn't try to flee from blackness.
Right.
When the crooked enforcement officer shot them down in cold blood, they didn't try to flee from their blackness. No. You can't hide now. You can't hide now, oppressor. Be the oppressor that you always wanted to be. You understand? Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise.
That they do not what?
That they do not rise, nor possess the land.
They ain't gonna rise nor possess this land no more, man. They ain't gonna possess the lands, meaning the land. You know, the oppressor wants to own every stitch of land that he can see, that he can step his foot on.
Right.
Even to the Asian land, he want to own the Japanese who don't want nothing to do with nobody.
Nobody. The monks.
You know what I'm saying? The monks, the Shaolin monks that don't want nothing to do with no damn body. He wants to own them too, man. Man, they not gonna rise anymore and possess the land. Go ahead.
Nor fill the face of the nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Of the world with cities, man. They're not gonna fill the face of all these places with their cities no more. You know what I'm saying? You got cities that just are every city in America is owned by the oppressor.
Right.
Like, can you just, I can't even wrap my brain around it sometimes. You're trying to tell me it's not one city in America where it's all Hispanics? And it just may be a little bitty city with one stoplight. But from wherever that city start to that one stoplight to wherever it end, it's just Hispanic. The governor is Hispanic. The mayor is Hispanic. The alderman is Hispanic. All the cops are Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to tell me it ain't one of them? It ain't one of them places. These little small cities. I'm from a small city called Wilson. Next to this small city called Wilson is another city called Elm City. Elm City has got to be 2 blocks. And I mean, the place is so small, man. Elm City is so small. If you heard of Elm City before, Elm City is so small. Once you drive through the city and downtown, you out the city. That's the end of the city. Crazy. It's one stoplight. Clayton is bigger than Elm City, and Elm City is owned by the white man. Elm City. It's not one city in America. That's like where you go and that city's just got all black people over there, and they own that city, and all the cops are black because it's just
The
where
black city,
all the
right.
black people congregated at. Go ahead.
Even with the reservation, the Native Indians, right? You would think that's supposed to be the point. Like the reservation, they own them, they set their laws, but they still can't do nothing.
They still can't. They still because they still don't own them. They police by some of the policemen are Native Indians, but it's owned. The Providence is owned and ran by the white man. That's crazy, man. It's insane to think that there's not one city on this in this United States of America. Go ahead.
Beyond that, the earth belongs to America. It was thievery, it was thievery, right? But
Right.
They took some boats from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Just took them.
I
mean, I didn't see Venezuela shoot no missiles.
Right. Right.
I mean, and no, Haiti, Cuba with the embargoes. And what do they call it?
Embargo, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's America. They own everything.
They own every goddamn thing. You can't find out one city that's not under the white man's power, man. And that's you for that type of domination, and then from the wickedness that comes behind that type of domination, you have to have the Most High. You got to have God. You understand? You got to. What other way can you get from underneath that kind of domination thumb, that kind of foot off your neck? How can you get from off of it? How can you run from it? You can't. The only way you can escape is to rely on God, man.
That's right.
Is to come back to your God and serve your nigga God, man. Because without the Lord, doing something to free blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we'll never be free. We'll never have a place to call our own. We'll never be able to not see a goddamn ball drop every January the 1st. You know what I'm saying? We'll never be in a place to where we can say, well, Santa Claus is not real and we don't celebrate Christmas over here.
Right.
We don't celebrate Mother's Day over here, Father's Day. Your birthday. Man, America, this whole holiday season, the whole year is holiday season, man. You start off with, no matter where you start off in the year, right? You celebrate Christmas. You got to go out and pay for Christmas. You make the white man rich on Christmas. Then a week later, you make them rich on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Popping off all the guns. Man, I heard, I stay out in the middle of nowhere, and I heard so many guns pop off last night. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of pew-pews.
Yeah, a lot of pew-pews pop off last night. And firecrackers and fireworks, you make the white man rich again. Then you turn around and next month is Valentine's Day. You make them rich again with the candies and the bears and all the chocolates and all that stuff, all the flowers like roses. Man, you damn near sell every rose that's on the planet. You make them rich again with the Valentine's Day. Then what's after Valentine's Day? St. Patrick's Day, you make them rich again with drinking all the booze, all the alcohol you can possibly get now. Then you make them rich because you fight everybody and you get put in jail and have you bail yourself out, and you make them rich again. You make the judicial system rich and the lawyers rich and the judges rich under your $3,000 bond that you got to bail out because you done been fighting all night at the bars. Then St. Patty's Day go away, and then what's next? What, 4th of July? April Fool's Day, you pay for every joke, you know what I'm saying? Every whoopee cushion and what? Is it Easter? I think that's March. That's March. Right. Yeah. That's in March. That's the next one.
Yeah. Easter. Yeah.
Yeah. It ends up being right at the in between the two. Easter. So you make them rich again. Easter, you pay hundreds of dollars for all your suits, all your dresses. You make the churches rich because you get it that offering and that Easter sunrise service and all that. Make them rich again, man. Every holiday makes the oppressor rich. Mother's Day come around and you thank your mother for being your mother and your father, and you make it rich again, make them rich again. President's Day, you know what I'm saying? Then Easter, then Thomas Jefferson, then Mother's Day May 12th, Memorial Day May 27th, Father's Day June 16th, Independence Day July 4th, Labor Day. Said, man, this place revolves around just making white people rich.
Right.
There's gonna come a time, man. There's gonna come a time where the when we shut down a city, it's gonna be because of Hanukkah. It's gonna be because of the Passover. It's gonna be because of Purim. It's gonna be because of the Feast of Dedication, the Feast of Tabernacles. It's gonna be the Lord's, days that we celebrate, man. And that's gonna be a time where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's gonna be on the other side, man.
Right.
We gonna have them servants. They're gonna be working in our restaurants, and we gonna be able to go in and have a nice dinner in a rotating restaurant and look at the scenery and drive nice vehicles, whatever vehicles those are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna become a time where when you turn on whatever social media, whatever mass media tool there is, it's gonna be nothing but Blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
And if there are any oppressors around, any Caucasians, they're gonna be looking at the TV like, man, it ain't none of us on TV. It ain't none of us in social media. I pray for that. I pray that I see the day. I pray I see the day when I see an oppressor going, man, we don't have no representation. We don't have no representation anywhere. we
That'd be good though.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm so love it when the day I can walk out my door and not have Caucasian influence on my life.
So like I said, this is for 2026.
It seems like more jump on the calendar every year.
Every year, yeah.
So they can find ways to keep, having us feed into this system of making them rich.
Right.
You understand? That's something, man. It's something.
I got Easter Sunday and Easter Monday.
Easter Sunday and Easter Monday.
Yeah.
God damn. They double dipping on Easter now. I thought it was just on Sunday.
Now they added Juneteenth, they added Flag Day, they added Father's Day.
And they done infiltrated Juneteenth.
Right. I didn't know that we have a tax day in America.
A tax day to celebrate being taxed.
That don't make no
Damn,
sense.
that boy, that's
White man is the devil.
diabolical, boy.
So lucky.
Diabolical. Anyway, so look here, man. This day right here is so evil and wicked in that it causes Blacks, Hispanics to try to look for and make some kind of resolution. Make some kind of resolution on how you gonna be better and how you gonna stop doing the same bullshit you did last year.
That's right.
You understand? When it's dedicated to some Greek god, some false god anyway. So that's why your resolution never come to pass, because it's dedicated to a false god in the first place. We're gonna end on that scripture in Deuteronomy about idol worship. No idols before me, no other gods before me. End it right there.
Deuteronomy.
So Lockie, do you have the calendar for last year where I can see where Purim is?
That's it right there. You can't see it?
Mm.
Purim?
Oh, it's okay.
It's a new one, yeah.
It's a new one. But no, the last one we got it. Purim is the last one. So we don't have the other one, so we can see when Purim is.
And 40.
Yeah, try to see if you got to tell it to me. My phone is dead. Deuteronomy.
It's 28 and 40. 50. 54.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Hold on.
No, that's the right one. Purim is the right one. It's going to be this year. Purim is this month. Is the right one right here.
Okay. Does it say 26 under the line?
This is February 20th.
Does it say 2026 though?
Yeah, this is 2026 through 27.
I know it's 26. It's to be February. It's February 3rd, 2026. See that?
That's it, 2026.
Oh, okay.
And then 19th through the 20th.
So like it.
So,
It's not Exodus? Because it's bringing up Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus 20 and 3.
Yeah.
Or you said February 6th? February 19. 19, 20. Okay.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image
Mm-hmm.
or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in the earth beneath or that is in the waters under the earth.
So thou shalt have no other gods before me, man. And that includes celebrating the god Janus for January.
Right.
And the New Year's. You understand? These holidays in Amos, 5 and 21, if you want to read it, it says that the Most High hate your feast days and shall not smell in your solemn assemblies,
Right.
shall not accept it, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And if you really call yourself loving the Most High and loving God, and you will hate what he hates and you'll love what he loves. You understand? And celebrating the New Year ain't nowhere in the Bible.
That's right.
It's nowhere in no scripture where you find that the disciples or Christ or any of the prophets celebrated New Year. You understand? And even with the New Year, according to the real calendar, the New Year is not celebrated. The first holiday of the year is Passover, man.
Right.
You understand?
So like I said.
They didn't celebrate no New Year. Go ahead.
Yeah, in the month of Abib, and then it was
Right.
later changed to the month of Nisan.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Not
they
January.
Abib didn't come in and they say, "Oh, it's a new year. Yes, celebrate
Right.
the new year." No, the first high holy day of the month, the first month is Passover.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, clap it up. We're gonna end the class right here. On have Ayazahab read the announcements.
Come on. ISUPK security announcements. With the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to shed themselves, they are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, which means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Upcoming holy convocation.
That up holy convocation is the Feast of Purim. It's February 19th and 20th. You can find that in Salakia. Esther 9, 20 through 31. The water, brother.
Most High in Christ. Remind Akim and Aquathem to check the bulletin board in the hallway and social media like Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, must start wearing all black, which includes boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Madiam, Wahapani Aquadam, to the facing east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwathka, Tabaa, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Latan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Lawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Walaa, Tabaayawan, Slakia, Taba. Ayanawa, Salaka, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wa'ala, Wathaparath, Wa'aiwalamyam, Aman.
In the English, our
Father, which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name,
Thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come,
Thy will be done.
thy will be done
In earth.
as
As it is in heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread,
And forgive us our debts.
and forgive us our debts,
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us
from
from evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory,
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Men of Israel saw and faced the teacher. Men of Israel about to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madiam Shabbat. I Madiam Barak. Yahba Shim Yah Shai Brakata. Yadamata. Class dismissed. Two up.